Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Erna Yuliani and my student number is A320220172. And here I will to tell you about the resume from the two journals. And here are the resume. The first journal, Translation Techniques Revisit, a Dynamic and Funny. This journal discusses various translation techniques with an emphasis on making the learning and application of the techniques more dynamic and engaging. Although the specific content is truncated, the primary focus appears to be on the evaluation and improvement of translation method. It likely explores how translators can adopt these techniques in both academic and professional settings, highlighting the importance of flexibility and creativity in translation practice. And the journal may also provide examples or case studies to illustrate the successful application of these techniques, emphasizing the role of context in determining the best approach to translation. And the second journal, with the title Pengembangan Model Penilaian Kualitas atau Development of a Translation Quality Assessment Model, author by Mangatur Nababan and colleagues. This document presents a comprehensive study aimed at developing a translation quality assessment or TQA model specifically for translation from English to Indonesian. The research employs a descriptive qualitative approach utilizing methods such as content analysis, key informant interviews, and focusing group discussion to gather data. The following key findings emerge from the research. The first is holistic assessment. The developed TQA model evaluates translation quality in a holistic manner, meaning it considers multiple facets of translation quality rather than focusing on isolated elements. The second is applicability. The model is deemed suitable for various contexts, including translation, research, teaching, and professional practice. This versatility suggests that it can serve both educational purpose and practical application in the field. And the third is micro to macro levels. The model allows rather to assess translation at different levels, from micro or individual words and phrase to macro or entire text, thus accommodating a wide range to translation types and context. The fourth is rhetoric competence. The effectiveness of the model is significantly influenced by the ability of the assessors to apply it correctly in different settings. It's crucial for those involved in translation quality assessment to familiarize themselves with the model's guidelines and procedures before application. And the journal also addressed the broader context of translation quality in Indonesia, noting widespread complaints about the low quality of published translation. It emphasized the need for translators to improve their skills and importance of understanding specific cultural and linguistic nuance that affect translation quality. And the key aspect of quality translation and the journal outlines the critical aspects that determine the quality of a translation. And the first is accuracy, and this refers to how closely the translation match the source in text in meaning. A translation is considered accurate if it faithfully conveys the same message as the original. And the second is acceptability. This aspect pertains to whether the translation adheres to the grammatical norms and cultural convention of the subject language. A translation may be accurate but still be unacceptable if it sounds awkward or inappropriate to native speakers. The third is readability. This involves how easily the translated text can be read and understood by the target audience. Readability is crucial in ensuring that the translation is accessible and comprehensible. And the challenge in translation assessment, the research identifies several challenges faced by translators and assessors in Indonesia, including the first is difficulty in determining which portion of lengthy text should be evaluated. And the second is the need for qualified assessors who may not always be available or willing to participate in the assessment process. The third is necessity for training assessors to ensure they can effectively apply the assessment model. And the conclusion, World Journal underscores the importance of robust methodologies in translation and assessment practice. They emphasize the need for translators to adapt their techniques to fit specific linguistic and cultural context of their work. The development of a comprehensive assessment model, as discussed in the second journal, aims to address existing gaps in translation quality assurance in Indonesia, thereby contributing to the overall improvement of translation standards. And that's all from me. Thanks. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.